Hello everybody. Today is Tuesday. Actually today's Monday, but you're gonna see this on Tuesday, which means that I'm doing a what I eat in a day video for the fatty edition. So let me get set up and I'll show you what I am going to break my overnight fast with in just a second.
With every start, we are born again. Open your heart, spend this time in your head.
First. Always coffee first. You don't have to do coffee. You could do water, hot water. Honestly, with all the stuff that you put in it, that I put in it, hot water works fantastically. Tea as well, or decaf, coffee, bone broth. If you didn't want to do just the hot water, you could try bone broth with all of the additives in it. Would be absolutely phenomenal. So good. So I'm gonna do 1, maybe 2 cups of coffee today. I'm not sure. And then I have a fun little induction oven top that I am going to try out, and I'm going to make a breakfast sandwich for you guys this morning. I'll show you how that goes as soon as I'm ready to eat. Alrighty guys, so hunger has been achieved. It's 11:30. Sometimes I'll go a lot longer into the afternoon before I actually eat after my fatty coffees. Sometimes I'll eat first thing in the morning. I really just listen to my hunger, and I also go by my Dr. Boz ratio to see what my numbers are doing. So it's working for me right now. I figure if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna just keep listening to my body, eating when I feel like it, and watching my numbers to see what they do. So let me show you this little induction cooktop that was sent to me by Am's Chef. They contacted me and asked if they could send me something for me to do a trial and review on. So that is what I am going to do. Let me flip you guys around so you can see it. All right, so this is our little induction cooktop. It's all shiny and it's got my fingerprints all over it now. So lock, timer, down, up, power temp, on and off. Am's Chef is the brand. I have one induction pan, which happens to be my crepe pan. And that's a rooster. So I'm going to use this, and I'm gonna work on making my breakfast sandwich. All right, before I get cooking on the new stovetop, I'm gonna get my waffles going. These are heating. So now I will make my waffles. I'm gonna do a breakfast sandwich for my one meal today. My main meal, and then later on, if I want something else, we'll see what I feel like. So this is gonna be 1 tablespoon of melted butter. There we go, melted butter. Going to separate out some eggs. 2 yolks. I do only 2 yolks because my girls give me majorly huge yolked eggs. So you might need 3. And then a 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. Now, I get this brand, I think it's linked down below, but I just found a recipe where we can make our own, and we can leave out the corn and potato starch in place of arrowroot starch. So as soon as I run out of that, I will show you guys how to do that, but I can link the video down below in case you are already out of baking powder, don't want to buy any more, and don't want to wait. So that video will be down below, but one of these days I will make it. It is ridiculously easy. Just mix it up real good and make sure I get rid of all the clumps. Gotta get all the really good ooey gooey goodness. Can't leave any of it behind. Nice and hot. Okay. And just try to eyeball it. These are very plain. You can add flavoring to them. You could add maple extract. You could add some sweetener if you wanted to. You could add cinnamon. Or to make these savory, you could do garlic, Italian seasoning, onion powder, anything like that. So I left these just plain because my breakfast sausage is gonna have more than enough flavor for what I'm doing for right now. But you can always add seasoning to these if you wanted a little bit more. Alrighty, I'm gonna tip you down. We're gonna try to figure this guy out. Turn it on. 1200 degrees. That's a little hot. That's funny. Oh no, 428 degrees. Okay, so we're gonna let that, it goes down by up and down. We'll leave it at 392. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius, but I'm sure that's what it's doing. I'm gonna let that heat up a little bit, and then I will make my eggs and my sausage patties. These are Walmart's brand, Great Value. I'm gonna do a couple of those. We'll throw those on there. All right, my waffles are done. I don't like them really dark. I like to pull them out when they're still pretty light. Hello, friend. There we go. Unplug these. Here's my waffles. I'm actually going to put a little bit of butter on top of these just so that it melts. And then I'll put a slice of cheese down so that it begins to melt as well. About a half a tablespoon of butter between the two slices. I don't want a ton. I just want a little bit extra. And then a slice of Sargento's sharp cheddar natural cheese. I'm going to throw that on top of my waffles and let that start melting and softening up a little bit. Flip these guys. If you wanted to imitate a McDonald's McGriddle sandwich, you could do the maple extract with a little bit of cinnamon, even if you wanted to, and that would have kind of given you the maple syrup flavor. If you're doing sweeteners, you could put a few drops of sweetener. Be careful with the allulose or the swerve. They do tend to make these waffles really, really dark brown. So, totally up to you. Those are some options. These look like they're getting close. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, and now I'm going to make my egg and extra yolk. Okay, I'm actually going to turn that off. Finish up my egg. Then I'll show you guys what I like to do. Whoop, back up here. Okay. I always forget I have a separator. So I'm going to separate out another egg. It's so much easier than the shell. I don't know why I don't do that all the time. That would make more sense. So there's my extra little yolk right there. Now, I'm going to take my egg, plop that on top of the cheese. I like to put my yolk right on top of that. He doesn't like to stay though. And then I pop it so that it's all over the egg ooey gooey goodness. This is gonna warm up the yolk. So even though it's raw, it won't be too cold by any means. Now I'm gonna plop one of these sausage patties right on top of that. Top it. Then put my other sausage patty on the side. I'm gonna come over here and chow down. All right, so there's my breakfast sandwich. I can cut into it so you guys can see it. Give me a second. All right. Ooey gooey dripping goodness. Full of tons of fat. Now you could do a burger instead of the sausage patties. We just have a bunch of those in our freezer, and right now I'm grabbing stuff from the freezers and we're using what we have in the freezers. So, fantastic yolks. I'm gonna eat this. I'll show you guys what the macros are so far for 1 cup of coffee and then this sandwich. I'll make the decision of whether or not I am going to have another cup of coffee or not, and then we'll see if I want to eat anything else later in the day. I'm sure I will, because the calories are a little low, so I usually get hungry a little bit later. So I'm gonna go enjoy this, and I'll let you guys know what's up next whenever I figure out what's up next. Alrighty guys, so Bella and Richard are eating right now. I'm still pretty full from my sandwich, but I am a little bit thirsty and I have a tiny bit of a headache. So I'm gonna make myself an electrolyte drink. I've never made this before. We're gonna see if it turns out or not. So experiment on camera. You know I like to do that. I've got my magic bullet. I'm going to put some crushed ice in this. Hang on, let me go get that. Sorry, not crushed ice, just ice. I'll crush it. So there's that. I'm gonna do a scoop of the Redmond Relight Pina Colada and some coconut milk, some unsweetened coconut milk. About a half a cup. You guys ready to see what happens? I'm gonna add a little bit more coconut milk to it. Okay. And the first time I didn't get it shut. Oh wow, that's good. Very slushy. Very creamy because of the coconut milk. It is salty because it's the Relight, which has more salt to it for sure. I like it. So I'll pop up the macros of what my day looks like so far with this invented pina colada, and then I'll let you guys know if I eat anything else today. So we just got back. It is at 9:45 at night. I am completely exhausted. I didn't end up having anything else to eat, so I will put up the macros for the day right over there. That was pretty much everything. I did end up having another coffee after the first one. I am super tired. I have a long day ahead of me tomorrow, so I figured I would finish this off. This is actually going to go up a little bit late because it's 9:45 at night and I'm not going to stay up and edit that late. So hopefully that gives you guys something of an idea of what you could do. These what I eat in a days are getting a little tougher because I kind of eat the same thing over and over again. However, I do have a little bit of a something that I'm working on. This is my chocolate ice cream recipe. It's close. It's almost done. So as soon as I figure that out and finish that up, I will show you guys. The Am's Chef induction top, very cool. I am amazed at how fast that cooked my frozen sausage patties. They cooked extremely well. It was very quick. It cooled off. That was very cool. So great job on that product. I absolutely highly recommend that. The link will be down below for my Amazon store in case you want to look at purchasing that. Works great with the induction crepe pan. So anyways, thanks so much guys for hanging out with me today for a little bit. And I will do another one of these next week to give you some more ideas. Until then, we'll see you on the way. Bye guys. What I eat in it? Chardonnay, a slice of shards. If you wanted to imitate a McDonald's breakfast sandwich, one of their McGriddles, you could do, let me grab it. That is not it. That would be terrible. Wow, everything's falling. Why is everything falling? Come back, friend. Come back. I love you. You're running away because I didn't use you. Why are you bent all the way over here? I don't know why you're over here. You don't belong over here. You belong over there. But must stop wiggling. Stop wiggling, buddy. That is at the ceiling. Come back, friend. Come back, friend. Well, now you know what the top of my cabinets look like.